Gary Guther with bagpipelessons.net. I want to show you, this is a kitchen pipe, and you know, when I have students that are in between the practice chanter and the bagpipe, I prescribe the kitchen pipe. I think this is a great instrument to learn how to blow and squeeze, and so that's what I'd like to talk about today. I'd like to talk about the blowing, squeezing pendulum. Okay, so you all know what a pendulum is, right? That's the thing that goes like this, right? Okay, so the blowing, squeezing pendulum, I've got blowing up here and I've got squeezing up here. Okay, so the question is, how do we apply the blowing, squeezing pendulum to playing the bagpipe? Okay, so again, I think that the kitchen pipe is a great tool to develop the blowing and the squeezing aspect of playing the bagpipe. Okay, so I want to make a couple modifications on my kitchen pipe. On the end, I have this cork that goes in the bass drone, and in fact, I think I'm going to start ordering them with corks on both. But I'm going to take a piece of tape right here, and I'm going to close off the tenor drone to demonstrate what we're talking about. Okay. So when you get your kitchen pipe, and you're going to learn how to blow and squeeze, the question is, how much air does this take? Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do, the first thing we want to do is we want to test the blowing part of it. So we're going to work this side of the pendulum. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, the question is, how much breath do you have when blowing the bag? Okay, your goal is to be able to go like this. Watch. Okay, you should be able to have enough breath, or you want to work up to have enough breath to be able to blow out the chanter reed. Okay, so right now I've got the chanter reed going like that. Okay. So that's one that we're going to work both sides of the pendulum. Okay, so the first part of this is being able to have enough breath. I didn't squeeze when I blew it out. Watch. Okay, so that's the very top. Okay, and the bag right now is very, very firm, and so forth. And so where you need to be when you're blowing and squeezing the bagpipe is right below that threshold where the reeds go out. Okay, so I'm going to let this down a little bit. All right, there you go. All right, now the second part is the squeezing part of it. Okay, and if you're brand new to playing the bagpipe, your arm is weak. Okay, so if you can, you know, when I put the bag under my arm, if you consider this vertex right here like a clothespin. You remember what a clothespin looks like? It's got the spring right here and so forth. And so what we want to do is we want to develop the strength of our arm and shoulder, and we do that using the bag. Watch. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze for as long as it takes. Okay, and the goal is when I come back to blow into the bag, the goal is to keep that high A sounding just like that. Okay, as my arm feels like it's going to fall off, okay, I've added some more air. Now I'm going to get ready to put more air back in. So that's the goal. That's the blowing, squeezing pendulum. Okay? Now, with the kitchen pipe, let's say that you've worked the blowing and the squeezing and stuff, and you've gotten to the point where you can keep the high A nice and steady. The question is, how do you tune this thing? Okay, so I'm going to show you real quick. So I'm taking my tape off of my tenor drone here. All right, so what you do is you're going to put the sliders up to the hemp lines. Okay, so there's the hemp line right there, and I'll pull this one up here to the hemp line too. I've got the plug on it, as you can see right now. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tune the tenor drone to the high A. The question is, where is the high A? Okay, so let me just show you. If I overblow it like that, that's not the high A. So what happens is once I start squeezing it like I was doing before, that's the high A. That's the pitch of the high A. Okay, now I'm going to tune the tenor drone to that. Now listen to this. So every time I make an adjustment, I'm going to check my low A to see how close I am. See, when it's out of tune, you're going to hear a bub, 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 like that. And then as it gets closer to being in tune, the waves start to slow down. They go bub, 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 and then they flatline. Okay, so every time you make an adjustment, you check the low A. Check low A, and so forth. All right, now we're going to add the bass. Okay, that's the kitchen pipe, and that's how we learn how to blow and squeeze. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like all my videos, if you like and subscribe down below. Also down below, I sell the kitchen pipe, and I sell another product called the concert, or the traditional small pipe. And the traditional small pipe is an over-the-shoulder drones like the normal configuration, and it has a bass and two tenors. I personally like that on a small pipe as opposed to one where the baritone drone is an E, because bagpipe tunes are played in D major, A mixolydian, and B minor and stuff. So if I have the bass and the two tenors, then I don't have to fool with the drone to play in different keys. Anyway, I sell those products below. This is a great instrument. This is the kitchen pipe. It's made by Scott's Highland Services up in Canada. This is a great instrument if you're learning how to blow and squeeze. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Gary Guth with bagpipelessons.net. Have a great day.